but that's kind of a higher level conversation. Trying to keep it short to 1 minute. I'm going to work on this question from Khan Academy, graph sinusoidal functions with phase shift. I have f of x equals 3 times the cosine of pi x plus 4 pi, and that is all increased by 2. Now, what I want to do is I want to remind you that phase shift is the C in the structure, or it's kind of an accumulation of it. One thing that we want to do with a question written like this is rewrite the thing on the inside where we kind of factor out. We want to get x to be just x by itself with no coefficient, or a coefficient of 1. And then everything else on the inside is that phase shift, cosine 3 plus 2. Now, when we graph a function like this one, something we want to be able to do is we want to recognize that this is the frequency, and then this is the midline, and here's the amplitude. And so we're going to go ahead and shift the values on our Khan Academy problem so that we have some things like, I don't know, midline set at 2. Let's get that one off of there. Amplitude of 3. So 2 plus 3 makes 5. And then we're frequency, so we got to shorten it up. Let's see here. We would take period equals 2 pi divided by frequency, so 2 pi divided by pi equals 2. The length of each cycle is 2. So if I'm up, down, and repeat, I need this to shrink as far as I can possibly get it. One thing that I noticed is that this is also a cosine graph, so being the fact that it's a cosine graph, I probably actually need to flip the midline away. But I'm going to let the phase shift handle that. The plus 4 means a shift to the left 4 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And right next to it, that's still a sine graph, but it's where I need it to be. So if I just kind of like continue with the shift a little further to make this be a cosine graph, we'll be good. Remember, cosine starts, its initial point is off of the midline, and this is a positive, so it's at max cosine. All right, fingers crossed, knock on wood for good luck, and check out part 2 for more.